Saturday, December 21st. It's just about 1:30 and I'm checking in for the first time today. We've just gotten things done around the house, had a late breakfast with the girls, and now I'm in the basement because I am going to make the bag for my best friend from high school, and I thought that I would take you along for that. I don't know what else is going to go on today. Maybe Lars and I will get the big grocery haul for Christmas done tonight. I don't know. We've kind of been avoiding it because none of us like to go grocery shopping when it's very busy, but we need the food for Christmas. But I'm going to turn the camera around and show you a couple of options that I'm thinking. I think I made up my mind, but just to take you guys along in the process. Yeah, I'm sorry if you can hear the fridge. We'll be into the just pictures and music in just a little while. I just want to show you this. So I have this lining. It's just plain white. I don't do that very often, but I had done it for a couple of bags, and then I had one just sitting here, and I thought that I would use that. And here's the vinyl for the little window. And then I have this kind of wax fabric that I bought, and I like them so very much. They're beautiful. And I'm thinking either this, the black zipper, or this with a yellow zipper. I don't know, because first I like this the best, and then this white is more, it's more creamy, and this is a white. But the white, the little teeny tiny flecks of white that's in here is white. And she likes colors like I do, my friend, so I don't know, they're both very colorful. I think it's gonna be this one though. It's lots of fun. So I'm already done with this, and this really helps me a lot because a lot of the steps are done. I've cut it. I have put fleece? No, you don't call that in English. Lining. I think it's called lining, to make it a bit more sturdy. And I've cut the vinyl already too. So really all I need to do is cut the outside fabric. So that will save me lots and lots of time. from horrible lighting. The fridge is noisy in the basement where the lighting is a little better. And Augusta's in her room hanging out, Ella's in her room, and Lars is watching a movie in the living room. So I've retreated to the computer room. Or this is the room where Lars has his computer and Ella has her drum set. Yeah, but this is the only place where it's quiet and we can chat. Because I still have a couple of questions that I need to answer from the vlog on the 12th. I think so. We've chatted about my work, about Christmas traditions and things like that. But I also had a question about if I have a dream knit and about my favorite knitting tools. So I thought we could chat a little bit about that. I don't know if I have a specific dream knit, but I do have something that I would really like and that I've actually cast on. It's right in here. I want a Christmas sweater. And a Christmas cardigan actually. And I saw one. I went to a knitting event in November, and I've had some yarn just lying for a while that I thought I was going to do one cardigan with, and then decided to do another. And the cardigan that I'm doing is the hold on, let me find you a picture. Okay, so I've done what I always do. I don't print the pictures. So I will put up a picture right here. It is by Clara Eggers, or in Danish, Clara Eggers. And it is the fluffy ass brioche cardigan. The fab cardigan. But that is what she calls it. And it is in bulky. Let me find all the things down here. So I have this Cascade 220 line, the Grande, in the most beautiful red color. I'm not sure you're gonna be able to see it. Well, it's not too bad. It's not as orange, but it's like, oh, this is pretty good. It's like a dark Christmas red. And then at that knitting event, I found this. Now there's two threads here because I wound it up because I'm holding it double in order for it to sort of match the Cascade. Rosarios for something. And I'm trying to turn this into a cardigan, and I'm actually pretty far. And it went really well in the beginning, and then December came and I just lost my mojo. All I wanted to do was knit socks and gutter stitch. So it's just sitting there waiting. I won't have a Christmas sweater this year, but probably next year. So I'm on the body. I've split for the sleeves, and I'm pretty good ways down there. This is what the inside looks like. And it's wonderful, it's fluffy, it's brioche. I love everything about it. I don't mind knitting brioche at all. I just, yeah, you know. And I'm knitting them on a, thankfully I'm able to edit because I can't see the darn thing. And you don't need to watch that. I'm knitting them, I'm knitting it on a size US 11, 8mm. So big needles. It's wonderful. I think I'm going to love it so very, very much when it is done. And when that is, I don't know at all. So if I'd have to pick a dream knit, this would be it. And yet it's already on my needles. So yeah, but that's my dream knit. And then a bit about my knitting tools. I thought that I would tell you about the favorite things that I use every time I knit my socks, because that's what I knit the most. I do also have other types of needles. Some of them are in here. I love Gu. I love their metal. I also have their bamboo. They're okay, but my favorite is the metal. I have the small set in both the metal and the bamboo, and then I have the large set in the metal only. I do not enjoy the wires that comes with the bamboo at all. I know they have the rotating thing that I forget the name of right now, but you know what I mean. I thought that would be amazing. I thought I wanted that, but the wires, they're, in my opinion, they stink. I'm sorry if I'm offending somebody, but you know, to each his own. I like the red wires that come with the metal. And then I also have the mini set, which is the set that I use the most. I have that in this beautiful case by Lillefa. They don't make these anymore. They've shut down their business. Oh, and I'm behind a closed door, and there's a boy. Can you hear him? He does not like when he can hear me in a room and the door is closed. But there is the logo. And on here, it says the Playful Knitter. And it's red. And it's leather and it's so yummy. I have my mini set in here. In here I have, there's all kinds of little pouches in here, which I love. The mini set come, focus please, thank you. With that, and then I have in here extra needles that I've got and extra wires. And then over here are some of the other tools that come with the set. But that is by far the needles that I use the most. And then I have this little notions pouch. There's my badge. Augusta did this drawing for me. Isn't that amazing? I love it so much. And in here I have all kinds of other things that I use the most. I have these little pouches right here. Yes, I have very many because I like to match my stitch markers to my yarn. Yeah, it's just the way I am. And in here are, let's see if I can show you, light bulb stitch markers, because I use those to count my rows when I knit my socks. I know that I can just measure and get somewhere around the same length, but for me, if I count my rows, I feel like I'm making them exactly the same, and that just fits well in my brain, so I do that. So whenever I set up a new project, I put my yarn, I put a little pouch with matching stitch markers and a little snip. I think these are genius. I love them so much. They're amazing. And other than that, I have my needles. I do have measuring tape. I don't use it that often. If I do use regular stitch markers, they're often this kind. This kind. I have all those beautiful ones with the things that hang down, but yeah. So I don't really use this type of stitch marker. I use a progress keeper instead. Oh, there's the focus. Yay. So I have the little lobster claw on here, and I use that when I knit my socks after I'm done with the heel and the decreases for the gusset. I put in this, and after that I count the number of rows that I know that I need for that particular size before I start my toe. So every time I knit a sock, I use a progress keeper, the snips, the light bulb stitch markers, my Chaogu needles, and some yarn. So those are by far the notions and tools that I use the most in my knitting life. Yeah. I want to thank you all for writing me questions, leaving me comments. I love it so much. If I have missed one of your questions, please leave it again. I don't want to leave anybody out. But you know, sometimes, even though I don't mean to, there's something that I don't see. And YouTube have every once in a while hidden comments from me. And I don't want to miss out on any of your wonderful questions. So if I've missed yours or you feel like I have not answered it, just please leave it again. Yeah. We've talked dream knitting. We've talked tools. Yay. Now I think I will go and knit a little bit before it's time for dinner and time to just hunker down, unless Lars and we get ourselves together and go to the store. We'll see. Anyways, I think this will be the last time today that I will chat with you. So I wish you all a wonderful day, night, midday, whenever you're watching. Take care, and I'll see you. One more thing. I've had some questions about Danes speaking English. You leave me the sweetest comment and you say that you understand me very well, and that makes me so happy. I have the language in the English voice that I have because I was a foreign exchange student back in the 90s in Superior, Wisconsin. I am lucky enough that I still have contact with my family. They're not in Superior anymore. I have a sister in Minnesota, and my mom and my brothers, they're in Texas. So that's very nice. Yeah, I love that I still have contact with them. I know that they're not my biological family, but they're still my family. They're my chosen family. They chose me, and I chose them back. I loved my year in the States. It was wonderful. I went to high school. I was a senior. I graduated, and it was so much fun. In the States, you have way more music than we do in our Danish schools. So I enjoyed so much being in the band, being in the orchestra, you know, all the things. It was lovely. When I was in school here in Denmark, we started learning English in the 5th grade. Today they start in the 1st grade. But I do feel that the younger generations, they're quite fluent, actually, a lot of them. They watch TV in English, they watch YouTube, they watch all kinds of things. And actually, my oldest, Augusta, and her friends, they speak English as their the language that they have in common, because she's attending the IB program in high school. So, and we've always spoken English a lot here in my house because it's a part of me. I'm not American, but America is very close to my heart, so I've never let it go ever since I was there. I always knew that I wanted to go, and it was a dream come true when I finally got to go and stay there and live there and go to high school. So I feel like even though I do not get to visit my second home very often, it is still my second home, and I have my family over there. So I hope that answers your question about the English in Denmark. Yeah. Okay, now I will let you go and go knit.